we're getting this car right now. It's ready to sell. The first people actually left a deposit. What is going on, boys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we got an insane deal on a car off Facebook Marketplace. This car made me a crazy amount of profit with very little amount of work, so make sure you watch to the end to watch how I ended up making a couple $1,000s on this car we're flipping today. I just found the craziest deal on Facebook Marketplace. So it all started one morning when I woke up and instantly checked Facebook Marketplace. I had the feeling I was about to find a deal. I was scrolling on my phone this morning after I woke up. I found this 2011 Honda CRV, which he just marked as sold. Let me tell you a story about it. So I sent him a message immediately asking to check it out. It was listed at $2,800. These things go for $6,000 to $7,000 on the marketplace. Oh, he's calling me back. They were getting it at $2,500. They were coming to pick it up tomorrow. I offered $3K cash today. I told them $3K. I'm coming today. Just called them, convinced them. I'm like, I'll do $3 because we could sell this for easily $6. This is crazy. This might be the best deal I've gotten in a long time. Let's go get this car. I knew I instantly had to get on the deal. It was an hour away and I couldn't let it sit for too long. I need a haircut very badly, but I am now headed out right now to go and pick up this Honda CRV. I don't know how I'm gonna get it back to the office. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but this is too good of a deal to pass up on. $3K for a Honda CRV. I think it needs a door. Let's go drive, pick this thing up, and we'll go from there. We drove an hour, went to check out the car, and it looked fantastic. All right, guys, we just got to the house. CRV's over there. I literally just woke up, saw this car. I happened to find his phone number. We're getting this car right now, so let's go do that. Needs a door and everything. The front passenger door seemed to be dented in. For some reason, a lot of CRVs I've seen have dents in their doors. The last one we had dents in the both rear doors. I don't know. I guess it's a CRV thing. Pretty nice. So it needed that door and it also needed brakes because it had been sitting for a while. I test drove the car. It drove fantastic, other than obviously the brakes making a bit of noise. The brakes sound so bad. Obviously it needs brakes. I knew it was too good of a deal to pass up on, so we bought the car right there in his driveway. With the help of my friends, we got the car back to our office 2 hours away. Yeah! Let's flip this car! Woo! Alright guys, we got the car back, so now we are going to clean it up and shit. We're gonna see what we need to do to it to get it back up to market shape. Obviously we got the door we gotta fix, but yeah, let's go through. Let's go over what it'll need done to get back up to shape. Good morning guys, so I just got myself a nice haircut. I think the barber did me pretty well. Let me know what y'all think. Anyways, we got the CRV back and it's time to get this thing fixed up and ready in selling condition. So let's go through what we need to do. So overall this car is in pretty great shape. Even the interior on this car is pretty much fully cleaned up. We literally don't have to do any cleaning. Probably wipe down those seats a little bit, but other than that, the car is literally mint. So this CRV is in pretty good shape and we got a crazy price on this thing based on the market. The AC does not work, unfortunately. This is the first car we've had this summer where the AC doesn't work. It's got 230,000 kilometers on the dash, which is about 140,000 miles for you Americans. Pretty much this car is almost ready to go and sell. So overall, this CRV on the outside is in nearly perfect condition except two little things, and I'm gonna show you guys. The headlights look good, everything looks good except this freaking door. But the door, it's got a dent on it, so we're probably just gonna replace this full door, get a whole new door off Facebook Marketplace, so we gotta get that done. Next little cosmetic thing is back here. As we can see here, there is the reflector there. This side does not have it. That's because the previous seller told me they were involved in a mini hit and run, and that is why this is also out a little bit, so we're gonna be fixing that. Otherwise, perfect condition on the outside. The other thing that I know will 100% have to be done is the brakes all around. Because this car was sitting for 6 months, it drives great, everything is great, just the brakes are extremely bad. I drove 2 hours with these terrible brakes. They weren't like that terrible, but they weren't sounding good. So I'm just hoping we don't have to do the calipers because that's where it gets expensive. But as long as it's just the brake pads and rotors, it should be a cheap, easy fix. There is a very small little thing in the windshield there. I don't know if we're gonna have to replace that. We will find out as we go. Usually here in Ontario, the safety standards may make us have this replaced. I don't know how to do a windshield, so we'd obviously have to get that done. And now to get this thing ready to sell, the first thing we're gonna do is the door. Let's go find one off Facebook Marketplace, pick it up, and then replace it. Let's go find a door. Now to fix the door situation, I went on Facebook that same day and found a door. There was a junkyard literally 5 minutes down the road and they had the exact door we needed. How convenient. Conveniently enough, guys, there was actually a Honda CRV door, perfect to fit ours, down the road, 5 minutes away. So I found it on Facebook. We're gonna go pick it up. There's literally a junkyard down the road, so let's go get this door and I think we're gonna replace it today. And we just picked up the door. We're gonna be replacing the CRV door now. We're gonna get it listed today. Let's do it. Now to take off a door, there's a ton of different screws and bolts in here, all back in there that we're going to have to get out. There's like 4 that hold up a door. All right, now this car is doorless. It's ready to sell. I'm just kidding. We're gonna put this one on now. Now for the test, make sure it closes properly. Let's go. Picked up the door, put it back on the car, and it looked good as new. And look at that, guys. It looks like the door never was replaced. It literally looks perfect. That is amazing. And now, time to get this thing cleaned and then listed. And after sweating our asses off in the sun, we got the old door off, new door on. Looking great, but we're not done yet. I'm gonna touch up the exterior trim panels. As we can see here, it's like sun faded. We're gonna make it come back to life and look awesome again. Let me show you guys what I do for that. So I got this product right here. I'm not sponsored by it, but shit works on rubber trim and it basically shines up the old trim. So let me show you guys. So now you just take this and you're gonna put it on the faded trim. As we can see, completely brings the trim back to life. Now we're gonna be putting on tire shine on all the wheels before we get it listed. So let's do that. And before listing the car, we're gonna do one more thing. We're at the car wash. This thing needs an exterior clean very badly, so let's just pay 10 bucks to get the car washed. And this made a huge difference on the car. It was definitely $10 worth spent. The CRV also had a tire pressure sensor light and a gas light. We also have a tire pressure sensor light and a gas light, so let's go to the gas station and get rid of those. Let's see if we can stop it on 20. Bang. Oh my God. It's time to see if the gas light and the tire pressure sensor are gone. Sensors are gone. I'm gonna put my seatbelt on as well, and there's no more lights on the dash. And once we got back to the office, we took the car to our normal spot, got amazing photos, and then we went and got the car listed. So now that the car is officially fully cleaned, doors back on, everything is ready to go. Let's get this car listed, take some photos, get it put on Facebook Marketplace, Kijiji. Now, since the listing photos are done, we're gonna go get this car listed. Let's get it. After a long day's work, we're gonna be listing the car now. Finally, we got the door done. We got it cleaned up on the outside. Here are 2 comparables I found. This is how I'm gonna determine the price. This one's listed at almost $8,000 and it looks a bit better than mine. And this one's listed at $7,200. I'm gonna list mine at $7,000 to undercut the market to get it sold quicker than the rest of them. Here's my listing photos we got here. We're gonna make sure to put it in different Facebook groups. And just like that, the car is now listed and we wait for some potential buyers. After 2 days of having the car for sale on Facebook Marketplace and Kijiji, the first person who came to see it ended up buying the car. It's been 2 days since we've listed the Honda CRV and we have some very good news for it already. The first person who came to check it out, which was today, it's a Saturday right now, they came to check it out this morning and they actually left a deposit. The first people, we got it at a pretty good price now. We still have to get it safety certified here. We got to take this thing to the mechanic now. We'll see how much this ends up costing. Nothing too crazy, but right now we're in at a very good profit margin. We didn't know how much we were going to make on the car yet since we had to get it safety certified here in Ontario, Canada. Let's take the car to the mechanic. All right, y'all, we just dropped the CRV off the mechanic. So hope it doesn't need too much things done to it. Windshield delete, yo, that's crazy. It's actually crazy. All right, y'all, we just got the car back from the mechanic. They did the brakes, ton of other shit. After getting the car back from the mechanic, it needed all the brakes, the windshield, a taillight because it was cracked, and the rear left reflector. Something to do with the exhaust, and it ended up costing $1,200, which is a little bit more than I wanted to spend, but we were in this car at an amazing price. We still made a really good profit. We sold the CRV, we made a pretty good profit on it. Now, let's go through our costs, expenses, and what we actually made on the car. On every car flip, I make sure to write down exactly what I paid for it, every singular expense that we went through. On gas alone on this car, we spent $135. That's from transporting the car 2 hours away to where we are now and driving it to the mechanic and back. We spent $230 on the door that needed to be replaced. And to get this thing fully back up to shape, safety certified, it costed a little bit more than I expected. I don't know if our mechanic is screwing us over. Anyways, we paid $1,200. That included a windshield, full brakes all around, a taillight, a reflector, some part of the exhaust needed to be done, I guess, and labor costs as well. So all that equaled to about $1,200. The reason I don't do the brakes and stuff like that myself yet is because where we're located, the other tenants of the building complain when we do work on our cars. So we might get into some brake work and more advanced stuff later on. After all of our expenses, the car and everything, we were in this car for $4,585. Now we ended up selling it for $7,000, and after all the expenses, we ended up making $2,115 on this car within less than a week, and I barely had to put any effort in it. I'd say this is one of the best flips I've had so far. Even though we had to spend a little bit more than I want to, this was a pretty successful flip. And after not even a week of having this car, it was definitely my easiest flip, and I made some pretty good money on it. And if you made it to the end of the video, thank you for watching. We got tons more full process car flipping videos coming on our channel. Pause. So make sure you subscribe if you're new. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Peace.